Once upon a time, in a far-off kingdom, there was a young prince named Sebastian. Known for his bravery, kindness, and nobility, Prince Sebastian was loved by all. His days were filled with adventures, riding his horse, hunting in the forest, and lending a hand to his subjects whenever he could. One day, while on a hunting expedition in the forest with his faithful hound, he came across a tiny, delicate creature. It had wings that shimmered like diamonds, and it glowed in the sunlight. The creature was frightened, and it seemed hurt. With a gentle voice and a calming demeanor, Sebastian approached it, saying, "Please do not be afraid. I won't hurt you. What are you doing here?" The creature, with big, tearful eyes, revealed that she was a lost fairy trying to find her way to the Queen of the Fairies. Sebastian, moved by her plight, assured her, "Don't worry. I will help you find your way back to the Queen of the Fairies, I promise." Together they set off through the forest, with Sebastian leading the way. They walked for hours, and the sun began to set. With every step, Prince Sebastian and the little fairy grew more tired, yet their spirits remained unbroken. They traversed through the dense forest with its tall trees that seemed to touch the sky, and its floor covered with soft moss and fallen leaves. Their journey was filled with the sounds of crickets serenading the twilight and the rustle of leaves under their feet. Suddenly, in the distance, a faint light emerged, growing brighter with every step they took. It was the magnificent Queen's castle, a sight that took their breath away. The castle, crafted from the finest marble, sparkled under the setting sun, adorned with gems and gold that shimmered like 1,000 stars. It was nestled amidst lush gardens filled with the sweet scent of blooming flowers, creating an aura of tranquility and grandeur. However, as they neared this majestic castle, the fairy's wings began to tremble. She confessed her fear of the powerful queen, who was not always kind to humans. But brave Prince Sebastian, with a heart full of resolve, reassured her. He pledged to protect her, brushing away her fears with his comforting words and unwavering courage. With newfound hope, they continued their journey, reaching the entrance of the castle just as the last rays of the sun disappeared. They entered the castle, and the Queen of the Fairies appeared before them. The Queen of the Fairies appeared before them with a stern expression. This commanding figure, with hair that flowed like molten gold and eyes that sparkled like diamonds, held their gaze with an intensity that could make even the bravest tremble. Yet our young prince, Sebastian, stood tall, his resolve unwavering. He began to speak, his voice steady. "Your Majesty, we come here not to disturb, but to seek your help." He then told the tale of their encounter in the forest and the journey they had undertaken to reach the castle. He spoke of the tiny fairy's plight, her lost path, and their promise to help her. The Queen listened, her stern expression softening as Sebastian spoke. Once he was done, she leaned back, her eyes reflecting a profound respect for the young prince. "You are a brave prince, Sebastian," she said, her voice echoing in the grand hall. "Few humans would risk so much for a fairy. You have proven yourself worthy." With a wave of her hand, she granted the fairy's wish, guiding her back to her rightful path. The hall filled with a light as bright as day, and when it faded, the fairy was glowing, her wings shimmering like never before. As they left the castle, the fairy turned to Sebastian and said, "Thank you for helping me. You are the bravest prince I have ever met." Sebastian smiled, his heart filled with pride and happiness. His adventure had not only led to a new friendship, but also a tale of courage and kindness that would echo through the kingdom for generations. Sebastian smiled, feeling proud and happy. This marked a turning point for our young prince. His adventure with the fairy had touched his heart deeply, inspiring him to be even more compassionate and brave. The tale of his kindness spread across the kingdom like wildfire, instilling a sense of pride and admiration in his people. Sebastian wasn't just a prince anymore, he was a hero, a beacon of hope, a symbol of courage. His acts of bravery didn't stop with the fairy, it was just the beginning. He continued to help those in need, his actions speaking louder than any royal decree ever could. Every good deed, every act of kindness, every display of bravery further cemented his reputation as a beloved leader. His people didn't just respect him, they loved him. They loved him for his kindness, his bravery, his unwavering sense of justice. Years passed and Sebastian grew older. He ruled the kingdom with wisdom and justice, forever remembered as the brave prince who helped a fairy.